Thanks, Wilson. Project Stratos, Utah's new hot topic, Utah's new biggest talked about project. Unfortunately, it's the only thing Utah's talking about right now, rather than focusing on the Great Salt Lake, which is the lake that's currently dying out and drying out at the moment. I'm going to show you a bar graph of what our water level projections are set to look like with our new lake. So as you can see throughout the years, from 1980 all the way up until 2026, we have lost about 60% of our water resources in Utah. Now, I don't know about you, that is a dangerous level. Scientists have already classified and categorized the Great Salt Lake as critical level. We are 4,188 feet before we go into major danger zones when it comes to our Great Salt Lake. I'm going to talk about a few things in this presentation. We're going to talk about how the lake is already in crisis, right? So our Great Salt Lake needs about 77,000 square feet of water every single year to get back to a healthy level. We haven't had any rain, we haven't had any snow due to global warming and climate control. So that's not a small gap. That's a big gap to fill in. My question is, where are we getting this water from? If Utah keeps on playing the game of just wait and push things out and try to catch up like other big cities and become a big tech hub and try to build buildings, and we don't prioritize our actual resources that we have, we may be in for a disaster more so than we expect. Now, let's talk about Project Stratos, the 44,000 acre data center rising up that's supposed to be built up in Box Elder County by Kevin O'Leary and his investors. Hey, let me tell you this. For our economy, I think it's great. I think it's expected to boost Utah's economy significantly. Job market's going to go up, more jobs are going to be available. It is also going to be something that's really going to put Utah's name out there when it comes to the tech space and when it comes to data. I think all those things are great. Now, I do think that there is a time and there is a place. And at the moment, our economy is not worth our health of our state. Now, this is what I'm going to say. This data center is expected to take on 13,000 acres of feet of water. When our water supply is already critically low, you don't go and decide to bring on a data center that's supposed to take on a pretty huge lump sum of that. Now, we are expected to have a plan of some sort, say the developers. However, us Utahns, we don't have any clue, any context as to what that looks like, and we don't know if that's true. The other thing as well is, in Box Elder County for Project Stratos, there's cattle, there's plants, there's animals who don't have a say into getting that vote to, say, no, we don't want this project. And as the people of Utah, as a fellow Utahn myself, I think it is crucial that we start prioritizing our lake. We start prioritizing the effects of what this lake can cause, this lake drying up can cause to us Utahns. Now, I do want to specify that if this lake does dry up, one of the things that can cause harm is the dust, the toxins. Those spreading to us Utahns, breathing it in, can put major tolls on our bodies. We can go to the hospital, we can get lung cancer, we can have respiratory issues, and I'm just trying to say that maybe it's not the right place or the right time. The water cost is going to be extremely expensive, and I think Utah needs to know how we can preserve what we have already in a drought before we go ahead and start putting money towards a data center. My call to action to you is the people of Utah deserve more information. We deserve real facts, we deserve real numbers, we deserve to figure out what it is that can preserve this lake, but also give us Project Stratos and how we can kind of have both things. Because at the end of the day, I would love our economy to thrive, but I also do not want our economy to thrive and our state to die, and vice versa. And so my call to action, we need to get more resources, we need to find out a plan, and we need to know from our Utah legislative and our government if there's real evidence behind this. Thank you so much.